Hello, friends, and welcome back to Stories About Entitled People. WTF, thank you for not moving, OP. Fantastic of you, and exhausting of Karen. At least she had a little ethics and didn't park in the handicap spot herself. But before we begin, best way to support our channel is to leave comments, like, and subscribe with the turned-on bell so you don't miss the new video every single day. Here we go. I get yelled at for not using handicapped parking. This happened yesterday. I'm still flummoxed. To set up my vehicle, my husband's disabled, and we have a scooter that's on a lift attached to the back. Drive through any VA and you'll see these lifts. While running errands, I stopped at the grocery store. I waited for a car to back out, third in from the door next to handicap parking, score. I put my turn signal on and wait, wave to the dude, and pull in. I sit there dancing in the seat because "You Spin Me Right Round" is in the radio. Suddenly a loud knocking on my window. After I scream a little, I lower the window 2 inches. There she is, the dreaded Karen. Stuck in the 90s with the long stringy hair that's black at the roots 3 inches down and blonde the other 10 inches. Me. Can I help you? EM. Why did you park here? You're obviously handicapped. Park in the next spot. I need this. I have kids. Me. No, my husband is the disabled one, and EM cuts me off. Just move your car. It's gonna snow, and I don't want my daughter in the snow. Me. It's illegal for me to park there because my husband's not with me. EM. I don't care. You have that thingy. Points towards the back of my van. Just park there. Me. Okay. Glance in rearview mirror. You shouldn't leave your kid in a car alone with the driver door open. That's how kidnapping happens. Goodbye. Roll up window. EM makes a screeching noise and hits my window again. Basically, I waited until she got back in her car and drove off, heading into the store and tried to shop. She would appear like a pop-up book from hell, keep making snide comments, then disappear again. People are so uninformed when it comes to people with disabilities. So sorry, my friend. And our second story. We fixed his computer but broke something much more important. Once upon a time in my computer repair shop days, a man came in with his wife and his desktop. It's been a while, so I can't remember the exact complaint, but the system was generally misbehaving. I expected we'd have to reload the OS, so I explained this to the couple and walked them through the backup procedure. The husband was quite insistent that he had some very important office documents on the hard drive we'd need to back up if it came to that. He explained the exact folder they were in. As I always do when I hear the word important, I offered them rush service, which they politely declined. We chatted a bit, the wife talking about some bake sale or something she was running for their very conservative local church. I had them sign the requisite paperwork and sent them on their way. A day or two later, I get called into the back. My tech's working on their repair and the hard drive's going bad. He wants me to know if we should switch to a data recovery, which is more expensive, but our only option for retaining any files at this point. One of the downsides of this is we now have no control over what data we're able to recover, so we just grab everything. I try to call the customer and get voicemail. I tell the tech that he had mentioned some important files, so we start the recovery anyway. Worst case, if he doesn't want it, we just destroy the data. A few minutes later, I get called into the back. The players. T, tech, me, front desk guy who mostly answers phones and spends time on Reddit. D, the husband. D may stand for Dave, Donald, Doug, or another D word, but I'll leave that to your discretion as you read on. Me. Hey T, what's up? Were we not able to get any data from the client's hard drive? T. Well, that's not the problem. We got data. There's a lot of it. Plenty of office docs in there that look like they came from the folder he mentioned. Me. Awesome, that's great news. Looks like it's still running. Why'd you call me back? T. Well, the file recovery worked, but we weren't able to save the directory structure. It's been completely flattened. We wound up recovering a bunch of files beyond just the ones in that folder. Me. Okay, no problem. I've talked customers through that before. I still don't understand why you called me back. Tech reaches up and angles his monitor towards me. T. Is that the customer? Me. Yup. T. Is that the customer's wife? Me. Nope. T. So I guess we ought to, up front, a phone rings. I run to escape the awkwardness. Answer it. Me. Hello, thank you for calling a computer repair shop. This is me. What can I do for you? D. Hey, you called me. Is my computer ready yet? Me. I can certainly check for you if you... D. Then check already. Me. If you'd please provide me your phone number? D. You called me. Me. Yes, I've called about 10 customers in the last hour. I need to... D. Stop effing around. My time's valuable, and the documents on that computer are very important. Is it fixed yet? Me. I need to confirm your identity. Is this about the computer model? I need... D. Yes, obviously. Is it done? Me. Sir, I need to D. I asked if it's done. You aren't answering me. Yes or no, is it? Me. Once again, sir, I need to confirm who I'm speaking with. D. This is ridiculous. Me. Sir, we have 3 computers with that model number in right now. What's your name? D. D. Me. Thank you. Now the repair is not yet... D. What? I told you this was important. I need those documents tomorrow for work. When will it be fixed? Me. Since you declined the rush service, D. What? I told you it was important. Get it done. When will it be done? Me. Sir, we're working on it. Now, the reason I called was that your hard drive is bad. D. My files! You don't understand. They're very important. Me. We will need to perform a data recovery. Be aware that... D. Do it. Me. There will be a charge of... D. Just do it. Me. When we do this, it may flatten your directory structure. D. I don't want to hear any more. Just fix it and get it back to me. Silence. D. Did you hear me? Are you going to fix it? Me. Do you approve a charge of X dollars and X cents? D. Yes. When will it be done? Me. Most likely tomorrow. We'll call... Click. Sure, will do. I went back to the tech and paraphrased the convo. He shrugged and kept trucking along on the repair. Bright and early the next day, before we even had a chance to call and confirm that repairs were completed, guess who walked in alone to pick up the machine? I explained about the data recovery, how we lost the directory structure, so all recovered files were just in a folder called Backup right on the desktop, with no user credentials or password or anything. I explained that we recovered the requested documents, but also a large number of other miscellaneous files. I suggested they can check the files as soon as they got home to make sure what they needed was there. I will absolutely do that for him, sweetie. Thank you so much for all your help. God bless, said the soon-to-be ex-wife as she walked out with the desktop. Recovering the files results in salvaging the marriage because the man is an impatient, entitled, rude guy. That's a better story than Hollywood could come up with. Brilliant! And our last story. Karen attacks me on a bus for my disability seat. Here's a bit of background before I tell you the incident. I'm a 23-year-old male, and for the last 12 months I've been suffering from chronic leg pain and depression/anxiety. The leg pain is caused by varicose veins in my left leg and damaged muscle and extreme eczema related to the varicose veins. The pain is one of the worst pains I've ever felt, and for the last 12 months I've had pain from the moment I wake up to the moment I sleep. It wakes me up, and I'm lucky to get more than 3 or 4 hours sleep a night. I have very limited motion in my leg and need a walking stick to get around. To tackle the pain, I'm taking tramadol, pregabalin, cocodamol, and ibuprofen. Even with all this, pain is still there, and this just takes the edge off it. I'm currently waiting for an operation to fix it. Due to this condition, I've been isolated since January and basically stay in bed all the time. I only leave my house to go to the doctor's, hospital, or my local shops, which is 5 minutes from my house. This walk takes me about 10+ minutes as I need to take breaks. Now you have an idea of my background, I'll get to the Karen incident. I was sitting on the bus on my way home from the hospital. The bus, which is almost at capacity due to the COVID regulations, meaning every other chair was out of use, I was sat at the front of one of the seats reserved for people with disabilities when Karen got on the bus. Karen came up to me and said, "Excuse me, but you've got to move and stand because I need to sit down as I've been shopping all day and my legs are tired." I looked at her and held my walking stick up and said, "I'm sorry, but I can't move. I need this seat as I can't stand for long, and I won't be able to keep my balance when the bus is moving as I have a problem with my leg. I'm sorry, I think there might be some seats in the back." Karen looked at me and, "No, you don't. Don't lie to me. You're too young to be like that. You're just doing it because you're too lazy to stand. Get up now or I'll make you." I just froze up and didn't know what to say. Then she grabbed my arm and started pulling me out of the seat. "Get off now. Stop being a lazy crap. You kids these days have no respect." She pulled more and I fell off the chair to the floor, hitting my head on the pole where their button is and busted my lip open. The bus driver came over and helped me up and asked if I was okay. I just sat there. I couldn't speak. I was shaking and started hyperventilating. I was frozen. I didn't know how to react. I didn't know what was going on around me and was having a panic attack. One of the passengers came over and tried helping me calm down while the driver kicked off the Karen. I don't really remember this part, and what was said apart from the passenger and driver helping calm me. Once I calmed and stopped crying and hyperventilating, the driver asked if he could do anything and if I was okay. He gave me a bottle of water, and him and the passenger reassured me that I'll be okay, and they kicked Karen off. They gave me a tissue to clean the blood off, and the bus went off. I was still in shock and shaking. I didn't even look back to see if Karen was at the bus stop. Once we got to my stop, I got off and went home and locked myself up in my room. Since then, I've not been able to leave my room when my housemates are in the shared areas without having a panic attack. I can't be in the same room as people or go shopping. I have to get a taxi now to go to my hospital appointments, and even then I feel extremely uncomfortable and avoid speaking with the driver. This experience made me realize how vulnerable I am, and I can't go out anymore as I fear for my safety. If something happens, I can't run away or defend myself, and it scares me so much even talking about this incident to my family or my therapist causes me to have a panic attack. This experience has broken me completely and ruined my ability to leave my house. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.